Good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome to Peril Show, the very first program on our digital platform, the Peril TV. I would have been celebrating now, like every one of you, meeting our brothers and sisters like we are meeting today, but we cannot celebrate because the reason why we are here has to do with who we are as a people, Esan people, Edo people. We are being threatened. We are now living under a state of fear. Our land is about being taken from us if we are not careful. Our mothers, our sisters, our wives are being raped, are being killed. Our brothers are being killed. Our fathers are being killed in their houses, in our farms. We can no longer travel in Edo State. You can't travel out of Isha. We are not safe when we are sleeping. We are not safe when we wake up. So it is something that is very, very saddening. And something has to be done. It has gotten up to that essence that our mothers, our sisters, our wives are waking up and saying, no, enough is enough. They are protesting at home. They are crying. And that is the reason why we said we need to stand up and be counted. We need to do what we are supposed to do. We need to do the needful. We need to wake up from our sleep. We have been sleeping. This is not the time to sleep. This is the time to wake up and talk about what can we do in order not to become IDPs in our land. People who are not from Edo State, people who are not from Esan have brought war to our doorsteps. We are about being made slaves in our land. What do we do? Are we just going to sit down? Are we just going to be sleeping and watch us move to IDP camps? I don't think we want to do that. We are too strong for that. That is the reason why we are meeting. That is the reason why we meet. When we meet like this, we cannot start celebrating, laughing, seeing people I have not seen for how many years. I don't even remember them. Look at Lucky greeting me. I was looking at him saying, who is this guy? We are supposed to be celebrating, but that's not what we're doing. So what we want to do today, what we want to tell the world is to tell our stories, what we are going through, and then begin to talk about what can we do? How can we put a stop to this big, big problem that is facing us? That is the reason why we are here. We want to welcome everybody. We want to thank everybody for coming. More people are still going to come, but I've just laid the ground, the reason why we are here. And if there's anyone who has something to say about what we are experiencing, what we are going through, if you have experienced it or if somebody you know have experienced anything, please, this is the time to talk about it. So, once again, welcome brothers and sisters, and just want to thank the world wherever you are watching us. What we are talking about is very serious. Please stay with us. If you have any contribution, you can send us a text and we will take it along. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, everybody. I say good evening to you all. I am very happy to be in your midst. I got to speak with Ogina yesterday and this link to join you and to also share one or two thoughts with you. My interest in this matter actually came up as a result of my effort with my team to work on Esanland, the betterment of Esanland. A few months ago, we established a platform that comes up every Monday, again in the evening. We call it Esan Perception of Politics Today. I have other persons like Akere Segohi, who is a social political analyst, always with me every week, and Pastor Mike Echoya, some other persons. when we had the first wave of coronavirus, some of you watched us how we go, different communities and sets of people to discuss and to elect coronavirus. After that, there was the politics, especially when we pray for the gubernatorial elections, and it was quite helpful. We went to the field, and a lot of people, came to be educated. While that was going on, and immediately after that, we started having security issues. And over time, as we had our meetings, you will see, because we usually go on live every Monday, questions about security. So we beamed our session night on security. You won't believe tomorrow will be the 40th edition, the 40th week we have been on this matter. And at some point in time, I went on retreat and came back, they were still having issues on security. And we just thought that, something has to be done. And at some point in time, some of those persons who were coming in, join us, we started using Zoom too, so that we meet with the NHS. That was why in December last year, towards the end of the year, I had a meeting. I went to see the NOJ. I thought, if I got was that the NOJ of the government was organizing a meeting. So when I called the NOJ of the government, he said it was NOJ Fulani. I went to see the NOJ Fulani, who invited me to the palace where all the NOJs were having a meeting. And good enough, they also inviting the Esan Renaissance. That is, they call it led by one Joel Aldanobo, who is the owner of Mightcast Hotels Ekoma. So I was privileged to be at that meeting, and we had our views with several strategies on how to, work on these matters. And the NHS did their best. They just promised to establish an office for them in Uromi, but have a central office. Very nice and beautiful ideas. But because of our interaction, what we're trying to do here is to know our experiences. I have invited persons, the most touching part of the whole exercise was the experience I had with the farmers when I invited the farmers who were directly touched. You'll be surprised this year, 2021 in Esanland, and I speak particularly of Uromi, where I come from, where I live and work at the moment, there is going to be a big famine. Famine, because famine as in Famine, not famine as in going to farm. There's going to be famine, yes, because they are scared of going to their farms. They are usually attacked by Fulani herdsmen. Then there will be persons also who have been attacked. When they travel, they have been kidnapped and they've had horrible experiences. Women raped. Those are things they don't really talk about, but women, and almost every woman who is kidnapped is raped. They don't usually tell people their experiences, unless you're very close to them. If you have any woman who's kidnapped, almost every woman who's kidnapped is truth matter, but they don't talk about it. And they do all sort of things to these people. They make them pay, unreasonable ransoms. There have been cases of persons who have been kidnapped in Esanland, and then even when they demand for ransoms, and we have persons, after gathering ransom, they went to pay them. Those who brought the money were again kidnapped, and they demanded for further ransoms. And it's still happening. So even paying the ransom is scary. People don't even do that. So a lot is happening to people in this country. People don't sleep, Here in our neighborhood, people don't go to church early in the morning. People mass for support don't come. Those who are building houses around this Infando area, towards Tani, they might not have decided their projects because they just or the engineer on ground and kidnap until ransom is paid. So it's as bad as that. So there's the need for the synergy that is going on. Of course, we're not going to talk about that here, but what is the plan that is in the offing is very necessary. And I think this effort that you guys are making to ensure that people are enlightened is a very welcome development. I thank you very sincerely, and I that God takes this evil out of our land. Thank you very much. Unless there are questions, I think I'll stop for now.